Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. A few short moments ago, running back Todd Gurley trying to fire up the Ram faithful here in Southern California as his guys get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. They come in playing pretty good football, winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Smith. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Time for a look at the defensive starters now for the Rams. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Here's Murray. Screen play, Johnson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's going to be a long day.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's what I'm talking about.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That ball complete to Isabella. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
Now he'll pull it down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
False start. Offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. That false start costly. Moves him back to the 9 now, 1st and goal. Here's Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Ito Smith, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays, and the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Cardinal offense coming back out. Let's give you a look at the playoff race. Now, this is into the weekend in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's gone. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On the counter, Gurley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
It's complete. This is Todd Gurley.
Way to go, guys.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Murray going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got him. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Single.
Now it's Smith running right. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Good work that time to get him to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
91 is the money. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abukum in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Play fake. Murray. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Goff. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I've given him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. These two teams all tied after one. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 1st down, Murray. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson, but it's going to be second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Johnson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 2nd down, Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Well, maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he felt like he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Smith. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
And the Rams now coming out on the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Let's see what you got. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun on third down, Murray. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field. Try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, the little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point.
False start, offense.
Now they nabbed the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Check three.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run the counter. Robinson gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
Coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Now Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Goff to Woods as the Rams move the chains. Now a first down throw. Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Goff now looking to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's blocked. This is going the other way. Look at the big man rumble. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points.
Yeah, baby. That's our ball. Our ball.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Ito Smith heading back out with the rest of his offensive crew. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. 3 down, 3 down.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. To throw is Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Bullock's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. Now, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
On first down, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And he will find his man on the outside.
Here we go. Go now. 15.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Rolling to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Come on, fellas. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
And now Murray's going to set up the throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On play action, it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals push further out in front. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A play fake to Gurley. Now Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pick-off.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On first down, Robinson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Give him 6 yards in the first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Goff throwing complete to Kupp, and he is out of bounds inside the 35. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Offense.
So that'll back them up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Come on now, let's go.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Murray now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Smith. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground with Smith. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Double tight, guys, double tight. It's a gain of 2 yards.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Back to throw, Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop the franchise.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Check my 50. I hope you brought your lunch, because I'm about to take you to school.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Cardinals 30, Rams 13.
Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
91 is the mic. Mike 91. All right, T, let's. All right, T.
Here's Murray from midfield. Murray fighting, lost the football.
Come on, line. Come on, line.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Got four down.
On third down, here's Henderson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 18. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a first down as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. This pass from Goff to Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
A nice run there by Gurley on first down as he'll get about 7 out of it.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On the run, it's Robinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and inches, Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he is out of bounds here. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Now a third and goal situation as this Arizona defense tries to stand tall once more. Goff. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
To throw, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Double tight, double tight.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
Hey, defense, let's go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go, Owens. Here we go, Owens. Run the light. Watch one. Watch one.
On 3rd down, Smith. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now Murray off play action. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Ito Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Murray with a 3rd and long. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now it's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Goff. He finds Robinson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Throwing again on second down. Goff. And he rifles one incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. But now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Goff now looking to throw. Of course, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all three timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On third down, it's Smith. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Cardinals, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.